Do you know how many days there are in Lent? Probably you'll say 40, and that's correct. But if you look at the calendar and you count 40 days, you come up with the wrong number between Ash Wednesday and Easter. And that's because we don't consider Sunday to be part of the observance of Lent. Lent is a penitential time, and in some traditions, there's a lot of giving something up or fasting, abstaining from something. And even in some traditions, that would include music. Now at Victory, we don't believe that we should not have music because we think that's an important and integral part of worship. And so we continue to include that even in our midweek services. But there are traditions where they wouldn't. Or perhaps there would be no organ postlude, or there wouldn't be special music and that sort of a thing, just to try and keep us in this spirit of introspection and focusing on what we're wanting to do with our lives. Not so much us, but thinking about the gift that God gave for us and how that applies to everything that we do. Now we have services on Wednesday and we have services on Sunday. And this year we're doing something pretty cool where both of them are focusing on the 7 last words. These are things that Jesus said on the cross. And on Wednesday, we're focusing on that. And then on Sunday, we're focusing more on the joyful side of that. What does that mean for us? So this sermon series of final words, eternal impact. So we're not just focusing on this time where it's very sad and dark and important. We're also looking forward to why Jesus did that for us. What is the impact that it has on us for eternity? And so that's pretty exciting. So I hope that you'll either come or watch online. We live stream both. And so those will be available for you on YouTube or Facebook or our website, wherever you need to find it if you're not able to be with us in person. So I've chosen a theme song for us to be singing during our Sundays in Lent. And this is a song you might know. It's fairly new as hymns go and is written by Keith Getty and Stuart Townend. And these are a couple of composers and writers who have been on the scene writing new and incredibly meaningful songs. I know sometimes people talk about new Christian music as not having a lot of perhaps, meat when we sing. Maybe there's not as much content as we get when we go to the old hymns. And I would say that's not true. There is still great music being written, great music being composed. And these are an example of some of the great new hymns and worship songs that are coming out that actually have a lot of content and are important for us to know. So let me read you the words. I'm going to read you the first and the last verses of this hymn. And this is one that we're going to be singing on Sundays. And I hope if you don't know it, that you'll grow to love it because the words are just so powerful. In Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm. What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are stilled, when strivings cease. My comforter, my all in all, here in the love of Christ I stand. And then verse 4, which is really why I picked it, given our theme of final words and eternal impact. No guilt in life, no fear in death. This is the power of Christ in me. From life's first cry to final breath, Jesus commands my destiny. No power of hell, no scheme of man can ever pluck me from his hand. Till he returns or calls me home, here in the power of Christ I'll stand. So this beautiful hymn and these powerful words, yes, for these next 40 days, we're going to be focusing on the final moments of Jesus' life. And that's always sad and humbling and also incredibly positive and exciting because we think about what he did for us. The things that he did here in his final moments have an eternal effect on our lives. And I hope that's a gift that you are wanting to really cling to. I'm going to play this through for you in the spirit of Lent. No fancy arrangements, no instruments, just a simple hymn as we reflect on these final moments in Jesus' life, but what that means for us for eternity.